last 10 years, it's been an unbelievable experience. I mean, these guys are my family, they're my friends. I have this opportunity every week to get together and to sing with them and to talk about work and to talk about life issues and to make amazing music.
I feel like I have 3 brothers now, and it's really a cool feeling to have spent so much time with these guys and learn so much from them.
Man, 10 years, it's a lot of time spent with the same 4 guys together, going on tour, doing shows, hundreds and hundreds of shows. Man, it's been a great time.
It's been incredible. I mean, it's been really cool to have, for every week for us to go and sing somewhere new, somewhere cool.
One of the best times that I've had being a geek is, doing Mythbusters, because that was really fun, and getting to meet those guys and doing that whole show and watching John try to put out fire with blowing raspberries and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Coming up next on Mythbusters! Can a human voice put out a fire?
I think the best moment, we did a show up in Alaska pretty early on, probably 2002, 2003. Everyone in Anchorage knew who we were. Go to the car rental place, they knew who we were. Go to the glaciers, they knew who we were.
One of the most special moments to me was we were on tour in DC. We did some work with this organization called America Sings. It was a cool organization. They put together these sort of Woodstocky events, except for kids and the chaperones there and stuff, so it's not quite as wild as all that.
2, 3.
Best experience on Hookslide, has to be the Lincoln Center in New York. I mean, we were out there for the big college ICCA national finals. We performed with all these groups and in front of 2,000, 3,000 people. We had everybody up singing Funk Bus. It was an amazing moment. I still have a picture from it. It's just one of the best experiences of my life. Worst moment has got to be standing outside of the Ruby Sky in San Francisco.
I don't know. I mean, for me, probably standing out in front of the Ruby Sky nightclub, not being allowed to sing in the nightclub, but standing and singing to the people in line who didn't want to be there in the rain, in the cold, uphill, both ways.
And we were singing Always and Forever.
And while we were trying to sing to these people, there was a homeless guy singing with us, a quarter step flat the whole way.
Always and forever.
Lone drunk dude walks over and he's screaming obscenities at us. And my girlfriend at the time, actually now my wife Julia, went and let's just say she ended up burning him with his own cigarette. It wasn't a good scene.
I think we've only been heckled like twice ever in Hookslide, and that was one of them, and that was one of the worst.
I would say the worst moment in the group's history was the first 6 years.
The worst experience I've ever had in Hookslide might be this interview.
I mean, it was terrible. We did gigs. One of our gigs was walking 7 hours around a mall. I think the problem with all of these gigs is that the way that Bud, our former agent, who's also in the group, got us out there, was he basically lied to us. And the guy's a liar.
I mean, I don't know what the other guys are saying about me, but I'm not going to hold back.
Man, Bud gets fed up.
Bud is a sweaty dude, He's got like stuff running off him at all times during the show. John too. John and Bud definitely constitute the damp half of Hookslide, and then Mayank and I are definitely sort of the keep your powder dry half.
George has got a lot of stuff going for him, he does, but he's got a lot of faults too.
I think it's all about the elbows. I think, there may not be another human being on this earth with 17 different elbows, and George has them all. And he uses all of them in every single Hookslide show.
George, if you want to run the sound and spend all the group's money, this little that we did make, on unnecessary levels of sound equipment. I mean, we have better sound than like 99% of actual bands out there. Which is great. It's great to sing in, except that, we need to counterbalance that somehow. It's all about balance.
Mayank is so intense. Well, it got a lot less crazy when he got rid of the eyebrow ring.
John, fine. If you want to do the arrangements, if you want to blow the pitch, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need, I'll just show up and I'll sing, and I'll have my eyebrow ring, or I'll take it out if I please, and that's that's just what it's going to have to be.
John's a clumsy mother. Yeah, he has a problem. If you ever watch John on stage, you know, he'll often walk backwards into things and knock them over.
So John's actually doing 3 times as much as anybody else, because not only is he doing the bass and the percussion, but he's also covering for us when we do things like, say, puke on stage.
You know, he and John had this like, I'll puke at this point and you do a fill, you know, and it worked out. So I think, I'm not sure the audience noticed. I mean, we noticed later on when we saw the puke all over our stuff, but it was, you know, I mean, that's teamwork, you know, covering for someone else's puke.